Hi there, guys. You know, I have to say, the older I get, the more I look back on the elders, my elders, um, the way things were. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something we all do probably from time to time, but it just seems like in a lot of different instances and the way things were. Um, in some situations was a lot better. Um, you know, there were a lot of old people, like way back in the day. I'm talking about slave days, getting off the plantation days, those days. Um, a lot of the old people used to be like, "Oh, well, don't do this. You don't want them white people, looking at us. You don't want them white people thinking I ain't raised you right, and don't be saying that. You don't want them white people thinking that we ain't got no manners, and we did that for a long time. And now, though, we are in a time where just about everybody, well, I don't care what people think. Nobody give a damn what white people say. Nobody care nothing about that. Who are they? Which, believe me, I get it. Believe me, I get it. You know, but when it comes to certain things, you know, it, when it comes to certain things, we do have to be very careful, and we are definitely in that time. I think so many of us don't realize the time that we're in. We are in a time where everybody focuses on us. Like everybody looks at black culture, period. Like I don't care what no one says about the white man, the white culture, the white woman, blonde hair, blue or whatever. All of that and all of that. Black people are the standard. In this day and age, the way things are, black people are the standard, and the world has their eyes on us. We may be a small minority, we may be a small minority even in the United States, but the world, and I hope you guys really truly understand what I'm saying, the world looks at black culture. You know what I'm saying? For the standard, for copying, for mimicking, for insults, for um, making us look. I mean, for almost anything, they look at us. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to things like what's going on with Diddy, now I was gonna go ahead and talk about Diddy because I've been watching a lot of it. I was never really a follower of his music and whatever else. Um, but I was going to speak about Diddy really from a whole nother standpoint. Like I was going to point out some other stuff, and I still might, but right now, I think something else needs to be discussed. And for me, it's very, very disturbing. Um, it has to do with us, literally as black people. The things we do, the things we defend, what we stand up for, who we represent, you know, it matters. And somehow down the line, we know about everyone else, in our culture, looking at our culture, even mimicking our culture. Like we know that. And I think in some ways, a lot of us look at that as a form of flattery. And in a way it is, but it's also very bad too. But we're not talking about that right now. But I think we really don't, I don't think we fully understand because of that. Oh, I don't care what people say. I don't care what people think. Attitude. We don't really understand the full impact of the people who are looking at us and realizing that they're looking at us about everything. Like it's not just the hair, it's not just the braids, it's not just the attitude, it's not just the dance. They look at us for everything. And they watch us and they see our reaction and everything. And I don't think enough of us realize that on a big scale. I think a lot of, especially our men, I think a lot of our men, I think they get on social media and I think they say and spew and whatever, all of the stuff that they say and spew without any real understanding of the consequences of it or the fact that they don't care. It's one or the other, like I've said before, maybe a little bit of both. Um, but it's a detriment. It is a real detriment to us as a people. You know what I'm saying? To have that I don't care attitude. Now, let me get into this. So, um, there's been celebrities who are trying to defend Diddy, Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean, there's more. You know, there have been a number of, and it's, what gets me is I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that people are just keep coming up with this, and he's not guilty, and he this, and he that, and oh well, look at so and so, and look at so and so, and it's just like I guess I'm not saying that it surprised me because we keep doing it, you know, but it's sickening at this point. It's sickening at this point, and it's sickening to a degree that we don't understand or care enough to understand just how the stuff that we do engage in and defend impacts us as a people, all of us. And I mean, and even the women, like more so the women, because women are not able to fully defend themselves as much as men without a weapon. Okay? Now, let me get into the nitty gritty of this because I don't want this to be long. All of the defending of Diddy, I saw there was one woman, and she was such a very typical woman. She was a very typical pick me. She had the head wrap on and everything. I don't know if she's Muslim. I don't know if she's some Hebrew Israelite or some type of, I don't know what she was. She was a black woman. No makeup, the type that are usually pick me's. So this woman made a statement. Now, first of all, I don't even know who she is. I just saw this on a social media site. Don't know who she is, especially to the degree that what she says gets put in an article and posted. You know, maybe I should care who she is, but I really don't because at the end of the day, she was wrong. So this woman literally said that she did not think that Cassie was a victim and nobody can hold you hostage for 10 years and it was her fault because she wanted fame. Okay? Typical ignorant, undereducated comment that we hear from people in our community. First and foremost, I think she's jealous. Cassie is phenomenally beautiful. And there's a lot of women, period, not just in our community, but women, period, who just don't like beautiful women. Like I don't care what she does. Like if you are a beautiful woman that men pick and you are they don't like you. It just is what it is. So, You know, with all of the defending and what this woman said, um, let me give you a couple more before I go into what I want to say. I also saw a man who, I mean, and again, I wanted to be super shocked, but after a second, it's like there was this man who literally said, and I don't know who he was either, that Puffy Diddy should have ran off to a place like Bali, like Russell Simmons' bitch ass did. Excuse me for cussing, but this whole thing makes me angry because it makes me wonder what can be done to us in our community that won't be defended. Like literally, what? Because we defend molesters, we defend pedophiles, we defend men who unalive women, murderers, we defend gang violence, we defend drugs in our community, we defend men not protecting themselves or, you know, um, single motherhood, we defend that. We defend single fatherhood. We defend serial murderers. We defend all of that because what is Diddy if not a serial killer? What is he if he's not? Especially if these allegations are true. Now, he is in jail. So that's a big indicator that dude is very guilty. Um, the fact that the FBI and all these other people took the time to raid his house and took the time to set up this investigation and calculatingly get him on these charges and accusations and put him in jail says they got something on him, Umar. So you know, the fact that the fact that a black man is saying that this man should have done all that he did, and got away with it by running off to another country like a coward. Russell Simmons needs to have his ass extradited back here to face the charges. How is it okay for you to victimize people and get away with it? Like, I swear to God, I don't understand that mindset. I don't understand our people. I didn't personally see white people defending Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't see white people defending what's that other one? Woody Allen and Jeffrey Dahmer and all of the. You don't see white people coming out making a defense. Now, if y'all did, please give me the source and let me know. I will look into it. I promise. But it doesn't matter what black men do, and I'm specifically saying black men because those are usually who the culprits are, and those are usually who the ones who beg for leniency or whatever, or not to be put in jail, and those are the ones who get defended for being put in jail, like R. Kelly. Do you see what I'm saying? All of the crimes, all of the victims, and we say stuff like he should have ran off to Bali. Or Cassie ain't no victim because she shouldn't have stayed. She wanted to be an entertainer. Let me ask y'all something. Didn't everybody want to be an entertainer that came to Diddy? Like, okay, because here's the thing. And this is, see, we get sensitive about what we want to get sensitive about. Was Justin Bieber not a victim? How about that? Was Justin Bieber not a victim? He stayed more than 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He was a kid. I get he was a kid. I get he was groomed, and believe me, I'm just making I'm throwing out a what if. I don't believe that. I believe Justin Bieber was absolutely a victim. Also Usher. Also a few of the other ones that were little kids hanging around this man that we don't even know. We don't even know all of them. You know what I'm saying? They're finding videos now with kids in them in sex parties. But Cassie wasn't a victim. Other people, I guess, were not victims. Was Kim Porter a victim? Just asking. Because everybody wanted to, oh, he analyzed her and he did this with her. Okay, she stayed. How about that? She stayed. She kept going back. In her book, she admitted she kept going back. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I doing? It's a cycle. It is a cycle. It is a domestic violence. It is Stockholm syndrome. I mean, if these things were not real, there wouldn't even be a name to them. They're real. But people in our community never let that stuff apply to us. We never get to be victims. Even when we are obvious victims. Was Tupac a victim? Was Biggie a victim? He stayed. He was under the label. He went to the party. I mean, like, we can use this for anybody. Do you see what I'm saying? And just the amount of things that this man is accused of doing, the number of victims. Kim Porter in her memoir said every boyfriend that she got, and I don't know how many it was because she didn't say in the book, but it was obviously more than one, came up unalived, and the cause was pneumonia. That alone should be enough. That alone should be enough. But all the other victims, all the other people who were drugged. But see, black people will be like, well, they should have went to the party. They should have went there. They know what's up. They know what Diddy do. So black people can't have no victims. Literally, that's what we're saying. We can't ever be a victim. Because we should have known better. Just like what they tell black women. You should have known better. You should have seen that. I'm trying to figure out, though, like I said, wasn't everybody coming to him to be a star? She wanted to get rich. She stayed. She stayed for the money. Maybe Kim Porter stayed for the money. Honestly and truly, she kind of hinted at that in the book. Honestly. So does that mean that she's not a victim because she wanted to be a star? And like I said, Justin Bieber wanted to be a star. All these other people who I'm listening to, unknown people, not even people who are now celebrities. Unknown people now, people that got swindled out of all of their money. People who contributed and did things and helped make money and help this man get to the top of the industry of being who he is, as big as he is, never paid, never got money. Are they not victims because they wanted to be celebrities? Like, that's crazy. All of the child actors and child entertainers who their parents put them in situations to where they could be a star, I guess, and they got SA'd by multiple TV producers or multiple record producers. Are they not victims because they wanted to be a star? Like, do we understand the mindset? And here's the point, before I continue going on too long. The point of me saying all this is the reason that everybody looks at us and don't have no pity and say we are not victims. And say, why can't we use the N-word? Y'all use it all day, every day. Why we can't say it? Why we can't call a black woman a bitch? Y'all call yourself bitches all day, every day. But we get mad. We get mad and we get upset when other people do it to us when we feel like we want to play victim. And yeah, I'm wording that just like that because we are very, very hypocritical. A wrong is a wrong is a wrong is a wrong. It ain't no right to a wrong. It's all wrong. Do we understand that there's a right and there is a wrong? And if it's wrong, it's just wrong. Like, I don't think we have so many stipulations on our rights and our wrongs. And that is what make people look at us and not feel sorry for us as a people, or not feel, or feel like everything we do, y'all just trying to get pity, y'all trying to get sympathy, y'all try. It was actual wrong that this man did to people. Actual wrong. And people are defending it. And my point is, what part are we defending? Is it just the part where he hurt women? Was it the part where he took money from many, many young black, up and coming rappers, singers, and then let's not talk about all of the other people that he allegedly helped get rid of. Let's not even talk about those people because they wanted to be stars too. Did they deserve what they got because they wanted to be a star? They were greedy, or they knew what was going on at the parties. They knew. I don't understand our mind. I don't understand our reasoning. And this is why I said before, black men have a way of thinking, feeling, acting, talking, behaving that no one else does. Even black women. Now, you got some black women, these pick-me's, who will follow the logic and irrationality of some of these black men. But everybody else, there ain't no other community coming out to defend Diddy. Just because. Even if they think he's right, they're not going to come out and defend him. Even if there's something else that they can feel like, I think this was wrong. They ain't finna say it. Not like us. I swear I don't understand us. I don't understand the mindset. And then y'all got mad, fighting mad about Cynthia G, about the things that she was saying about black men and the black community, and the fact that she perfectly coined the phrase of the black male worshiping culture, which we completely are. All we do every day is prove that she was right. But we got rid of her. Y'all got rid of her. She was so harmful and detrimental to YouTube that y'all had to get rid of her. But y'all still got black men on here bashing, cussing out, degrading, humiliating, lying on black women. And they still here. They're still making their content. And they're still harmful. But they still there. Because black women ain't no victims. Because black women know better. Because black women are smart. Because black women got degrees. So black women can't be a victim. And so black women, you guys are as full of the devil as Puffy is. Y'all are as full of the demons that this man is full of. You guys are full of being, of being the monster that this man is, to justify that. To justify that. Y'all as much of a sick, demented monster as this man is. And then y'all defend him with a straight face. Like, that's what gets me. Like, y'all be serious in the defense. Serious. I just, and here's another thing before I cut it off. In the defense of R. Kelly, everybody. Oh, they need to charge the parents too. Oh, the parents were wrong. Oh, the parents were wrong for sending their kids there. They should go and find all of them parents, and they should find those parents and put them in jail. Okay. That's what y'all say to other black people. That's what should happen to other black people who wanted their child to be a star, superstar, whatever, like whatever the situation was that R. Kelly got his predatory hands on children, whatever it was. Okay, ain't nobody calling for Justin Bieber's parents though to be put in jail, because I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the first things that crossed my mind. I'm trying to figure out who the hell let their child go to. They're talking about Usher had custody of it. How? So his parents literally gave him up, and ain't nobody mad at this dude's parents. Ain't nobody questioned this little boy's parents. And I say this because we can see that Justin Bieber literally hated this. This dude is ashamed. This dude is going through mental trauma. This dude over trying to find Jesus because of his shame and his guilt and his hurt, despite all the other victimization of being drugged and sodomized and R-word and all of this kind of stuff. But ain't nobody blaming his parents for that. Why did his parents give him up? Why did they give custody over to these black men? Like why would you give your child up to you know what I'm saying? Even if there was a promise of riches and royalty and all of that, even if it was a promise of all of that, did you have to give up your parental rights? Like, did you have to just let him go? You literally let him go to the woods. And I'm speaking allegedly. I'm speaking all allegedly. But my point is still, ain't nobody calling for his parents' head. Like they all called for all of the people who they were mad that R. Kelly got arrested. And still are mad. They still want R. Kelly home. They still want Puffy home. There are so many that wish that Puffy had never been arrested and would still be getting away. And my point is, what has Puffy done for the black community to make y'all be that loyal? That's what I want to know. I just want to know what he's personally done that stands out in the black community as helping us as a people. Like what has he done to gain that loyalty? I don't understand that in the face of essays, molestations, unalivings, like all of the things that he's done. And we still find a way to defend, and we still find a way to say that, oh, they just picking on a black man. They just trying to bring a good black man down. We are sick. We are sick people, and we need a lot of healing. The good thing is that I know all of us don't think and feel that way. It's just some really sick, demented ones in our community who feel that way, and it doesn't matter there's nothing else that can be done to anyone in the black community that won't or that hasn't been defended already by the sick, demented ones in our community. It ain't nothing else. Like, what else is there to be done? And we don't realize, when I opened up this video, I started with, back in the day, how we used to care, about how we're presented, how we're seen, how we're looked upon. And it did used to be a thing of, well, girl, don't you go out there acting like that, and you make them white people think I ain't taught you nothing. Girl, don't you go out there acting like that. Them white people going to be thinking this, and they're going to be thinking. We did care. We did care. And back then, of course, it was more to that. Like, we could literally lose our lives or whatever in many instances. Not that we still can't today, because we can. But we don't look at it to that degree. We are on such a, I don't care what people say about me. Don't nobody give a damn about what it. We are on that so tough that we don't care that the eyes of the world are on us. And it's not just other black people when we go and make these type of posts, but it's not just in our community. It's not just other black people who are reading this. It's people from all over the world. And they're forming opinions about us. And they're thinking things about us. And most of them, the majority of them, already don't like us. They already come from their countries with mindsets and ideologies of specifically about Black American people, even though we ain't even the worst ones. We ain't even the worst ones. But they come over here with their preset attitudes, mindsets, and judgments about Black people, and we don't do a damn thing but prove them right. And then say, I don't care what people think. I don't care about this. I don't do that. But then we have a problem when somebody like Tyreek Hill gets pulled out of his car and slammed on the ground. We got a problem with that though, because what? Oh, that's racism. It is. Is that worse than what Diddy did though? Like, is that worse than pedophilia and SA and stealing money and stuff? Tell you what I wish would happen. I pray that they liquidate every single asset down to the last chip of piece of gold that Puffy has and pays each and every victim. That is what I wish. That is what should happen to him. Because who the hell is he to get special treatment and to have people have pity on him? Do y'all see how? I think at this point the Black community would defend the devil. Like, I really do. I mean, literally, if Satan himself came down with all of the things that Satan has done or said to have done, I think we Black people would defend him. As religious as we are, as much as we love Jesus, we would defend it. We would defend it. I really think we would. And that's sad. And I know I know I'm probably being overly dramatic or whatever, but I just don't think we get it. I really just don't. I don't think we get it. I don't think I don't think we understand how bad we make ourselves look. I really, really don't. The old people had it right. We need a standard. The old people had it right. Everybody don't need to know your business. The old people had it right. You do need to carry yourself in a certain kind of way. The old people had it right. Sometimes you need to shut your damn mouth and let stuff be in the house. Let that be in your family and keep that quiet and whatever to your house. Everything don't need to go on social media. Everything doesn't have to be said. That was one thing, and this ain't about Diddy or anything. This is about us talking too goddamn much. I saw a clip. Can't remember where, but it was on social media. I think this was about Tasha K. I think it was Tasha K. Where this woman came up to talk about how she ate out Tiny, T.I.'s wife, and how they had threesomes and poly and whatever, and she ate her out. They're just like, you're telling that why. Like, literally, you're telling that why. Like, are you looking for money? Because literally, that's not no crime. Like, there are lesbian women and other women, which she probably is, since she's doing that, what she's doing, who love that. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, I don't understand. Are you trying to shame Tiny? Because that look bad on you. You see, that's the point that I keep trying to make. We do stuff and say stuff and behave in ways that we don't even understand how it makes us look. Like, baby, that's on you. You did that. And you telling Tasha K and the world for what? I don't understand. Like, you can't even sue for that. What are you telling that for? Nobody needs to know that. That's not. It didn't make her popular. It didn't. Like, everybody on the post was literally saying, "Okay." I don't understand us. I do not understand us. There's no discreet. There's no non-hypocrisy. There's no. We have no more standard. We have more smoke for people like Sexy Red and Meg Thee Stallion. We really do. We really do. And I want you to peep something. I said Sexy Red. I said Meg Thee Stallion, who is literally a businesswoman and a college degree businesswoman. But despite that, you know, and I'm gonna throw Cardi B in there too. All of these women who's supposed to be ratchet and all of this kind of stuff. We in our community have more smoke for them than we do for people like Diddy and R. Kelly and all of the other predators and pedophiles and everything. We don't have. They need defense, but Sexy Red need to literally just be thrown in a hole somewhere because she just ratchet, and ratchetness is by far worse than murder. Unaliving, forgive me. This is for entertainment purposes only, but still. We got more smoke for black women in our community than we do for the men who are literally out here victimizing the community day after day after day after day. And it's sick. And we wonder why we get treated the way that we get treated. You guys, let me know what you think. Does Diddy deserve? Does he deserve defense? Is there something about him, his case, all that he's did for all these decades that he should get leniency? He need to come home. He should have been able to flee. The victims are not victims. Like, let me know. Let me know. And you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all notifications so that you'll know when I upload new videos. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until the next video, see you next time.